The heat is already pressing down when the moment arrives. Dust hangs motionless above the savanna. Nothing moves until something does. A honey badger steps forward. Not fast, not cautious, just deliberate. This is not the beginning of a hunt or a confrontation. It is a decision. The honey badger advances because stopping has never been an option. Its body is compact, marked in stark black and white, built not for dominance, but for endurance. As early light spreads across the grass, every scent becomes information. The ground carries stories, rodents that passed hours ago. Insects beneath the soil, faint traces left by larger animals. The honey badger reads them all. There is no territory to defend, no group to follow, only movement. Ahead beneath a lone acacia, a lion rests in the shade. Still, uninterested. The honey badger does not change direction. This is the moment that defines it. When the path closes, fur rises. A low sound breaks the silence. Not a challenge, an announcement. What follows lasts seconds. Movement, dust, then separation. The lion remains. The honey badger continues. No pursuit, no escalation. The decision has already been made. Further on, the landscape offers another choice. An unattended nest. Warm sand, fresh scent. The honey badger pauses only long enough to confirm what instinct already knows. Then it digs. Opportunity passes as quickly as it appears. Later, distant shapes approach wild dogs, moving together, coordinated and efficient. They close space as a group. The honey badger turns to face them. This is another decision point. It does not hold ground. It does not challenge the group. Instead, it waits for the smallest opening, then slips away, carrying nothing but momentum. By the time the dust settles, the savanna has already moved on. The honey badger lowers its head and continues forward. Here, survival is not dramatic. It is continuous. The desert does not warn. It simply waits. Namibia stretches outward. In every direction, red sand, open sky. No shelter. By day, heat presses down without mercy. By night, cold erases what warmth remains. Movement here is never casual. Every step carries consequence. Across the dunes, a group of desert lions move slowly. Their bodies are lean-built for distance rather than power. They do not hurry. There is no need to. Ahead lies a water hole, small, shallow, essential. In this land, water is not just survival. It is convergence. Giraffes arrive first. Tall silhouettes gather near one of the few trees still holding green leaves. Long necks rise and fall as tongues curl around fragile foliage. For a moment, balance seems possible. But balance in the desert is temporary. The lions stop at a distance. They lower themselves into the sand. They watch. This is not the moment. Not yet. Hours pass. The sun climbs higher. Heat blurs the horizon. Then it happens. One giraffe drifts slightly away from the group. Not far. Just enough. That distance changes everything. The lions begin to move quietly, separately, closing angles rather than space. No rush. No sound. The moment unfolds beneath the sun, where there is no cover and no retreat. When movement finally ends, the desert absorbs it without reaction. Soon after, silence returns. Vultures circle overhead, drawn not by urgency, but by certainty. They descend without ceremony. The cycle continues. With the light of early morning, new shapes approach the water. Desert elephants. Their steps are heavy measured. Their bodies show adaptation shaped by generations longer. Legs, broader feet, skin lightened by survival. An older female leads. Behind her, younger elephants follow closely, calves tucked within the protective rhythm of the group. They reach the water hole after hours of travel. Heads lower. Tension eases. For a brief moment, the desert allows stillness. But stillness never lasts. Nearby, pale forms remain hidden beneath sparse trees. The lions have not left. They are waiting for a different decision. It comes quietly. A young elephant shifts position, steps outward. Just a few. Enough. The protective circle loosens. The lions respond instantly, not with speed, but with precision. They spread. They close distance. The desert holds its breath. When sound finally breaks the silence, It carries far across the open land. Deep calls echo through the heat. The elephants do not flee. They stand. The moment passes, as all moments here do, without pause, without reversal. When it is over, the waterhole remains. The wind returns. Tracks slowly fade beneath the sand. The desert keeps no memory. Only movement continues. The forest changes as the light fades. Shadows stretch across roots and fallen leaves. Sound becomes uneven. Some voices grow louder. Others disappear. In this place, silence is never empty. A leopard waits. Its body is still pressed against the trunk of a slanted tree. Spotted fur dissolves into bark and shadow. From a distance, nothing appears unusual, but the leopard is watching. Every movement below is measured against distance, wind, and time. This is not patience for patience's sake. It is preparation. Morning arrives slowly. Light filters through the canopy in thin lines, revealing motion across the forest floor. A troop of baboons moves through the trees, restless and noisy. They search for fallen fruit, turning leaves, pulling at roots. Their voices echo, filling the forest with confidence. Too much confidence. The leopard does not move. It listens. Among the group, one baboon drifts lower, closer to the ground, focused on the soil rather than the space around it. This is the moment. The distance is small. The wind shifts slightly. The leopard adjusts its position just enough. There is no rush, no hesitation. One controlled movement carries it downward. The forest barely reacts. What follows is brief, decisive, almost invisible to anything not watching closely. The forest erupts. Sharp alarm calls tear through the canopy. The troop scatters upward, clinging to branches, retreating into height and noise. The leopard is already gone. It does not remain where it stands. It does not claim space. Carrying its catch, it slips back into cover, returning to a place known only through memory and instinct. There are no signs of triumph, no pause, only continuation. Elsewhere in the forest, cubs wait, hidden, silent, learning without instruction. They will never see this moment, but it will shape them all the same. In this forest, survival does not announce itself. It happens quietly, between sounds, between steps. The leopard disappears once more, but the forest remembers. The land opens wide. There is no forest here, no cover, only heat stone and distance. A Komodo dragon moves across the ground with deliberate weight. Its body is heavy armored, shaped by time rather than speed. Each step presses deeply into the earth, leaving marks that will soon fade. This is not pursuit. It is positioning. The dragon stops. Its head lifts slightly. The tongue flicks outward, tasting the air. Information travels inward, scent, direction, possibility. Somewhere ahead, movement exists. The Komodo dragon does not rush toward it. There is no advantage in haste. The decision has already been made. It waits. Time passes differently here. Heat builds. The ground radiates warmth long after the sun begins to fall. Another dragon appears at the edge of the territory. There is no sound to announce it, no warning. The air tightens. Both bodies shift position. Tails strike the ground. Scales rise. This encounter will not last long. It never does. Mass meets mass. Leverage decides more than strength. Moments later, one presence withdraws, leaving the space unchanged. No chase follows. Dominance here is not claimed loudly. It is accepted quietly. Days later, instinct changes direction. The Komodo dragon moves inland, following paths shaped by memory rather than sight. Shade becomes valuable. The air grows heavier. Even a lone continuation is possible. The dragon searches for ground that feels right, cool beneath the surface, protected from direct sun. When it finds it, digging begins. The movement is slow but relentless. Earth shifts. Roots give way. Hours pass. The nest takes shape. Beneath the soil, eggs are placed carefully, each one sealed within a thick shell. There is no guarding ceremony. Only presence. Time moves forward without signal. One morning the ground stirs. Cracks form beneath the surface. Small bodies emerge, already driven by instinct. They do not hesitate. They scatter toward trees, climbing quickly, disappearing into height and shadow. From a distance, the adult watches. There is nothing to teach, nothing to explain. Survival will take care of the rest. Seasons shift. The dry months arrive, tightening conditions across the land. Food becomes unpredictable. In a shallow valley, multiple Komodo dragons gather without sound. Their attention fixes on a single figure moving across open ground. A buffalo, large, slow, unaware. Distance closes gradually, not through speed, but through inevitability. The moment arrives without signal. The group responds together. Energy drains. Balance falters. Eventually, movement slows to stillness. Hierarchy forms immediately. One dragon feeds first, then steps away. The others follow. There is no urgency, no display, only completion. As the sun lowers, the dominant dragon turns away, leaving deep impressions in the heated soil. Its shape blurs in the shimmering air before disappearing entirely. No witness remains, no mark endures. The Komodo dragon continues, as it always has. Not as a ruler, not as a monster, but as the final expression of patience, perfected by time. Here survival does not rush, it waits.